Refugee education is in crisis. Nearly half of all refugee children are not attending school, according to the latest UNHCR figures. And with recent disruptions globally, the number continues to rise. Determined to make a difference and change lives, the Mohammed bin Rashid Global Initiatives in Dubai has launched the Digital School, which looks to enroll 1 million refugee and underprivileged children over the next 5 years.
The Digital School is a humanitarian initiative launched by Science Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum as part of an effort to try to educate those who are really left behind because of the pandemic and pre-pandemic, and offer them an ability to actually go to school using digital means. We have the technology today, and we've seen through the pandemic that we were able to migrate conventional education into digital education in most countries. But the question that most people did not ask is what happens to the refugees who never actually did have conventional educational means, or those who are displaced, or those who are in rural areas where it would be very difficult for you to provide education. We've actually learned a lot. So we've realized that in certain places, it's actually much easier to provide digital education through TV channels to mass upskill people in their literacy, first and foremost, and then get them to be able to use these devices and actually migrate into a digital school.
A pilot phase of the Digital School was rolled out in 2020, and the first phase was officially launched this year across 5 countries, including Egypt, Jordan, Iraq, Mauritania and Colombia. Up to 20,000 students are set to enrol this year. 500 teachers will also be trained in the first year, with a view of enrolling 1 million students globally in the next 5 years.
We start coordination definitely by coordinating with the local authorities, with the governments in each country, identifying these locations, identifying the students, starting the logistical assessment of each site, its readiness to be a digital school site. We start with training the teachers and facilitators there, building awareness around the learning management system and the new norm of education that is happening there. And so far, the results are really promising. We have huge engagement from the students. Teachers are very encouraged and enrolling actively into the professional development programs.
Agreements with different governments and institutions has helped overcome various challenges, such as connectivity, and seen local telecom providers supplying free internet access. According to the latest UNHCR figures that were released last year, there are an estimated 84 million forcibly displaced people around the world, while 26.6 million were refugees, and half of that number were under the age of 18. Add to that the situation in Ukraine, and the global refugee population has likely surpassed 30 million. The Digital School adapts to each country's needs and national curriculum, and with the guidance of a teacher or facilitator, digital educational material is uploaded and learning is self-paced.
It gives them essential knowledge and skills for their immediate and longer-term future. It keeps them within the education system. Our digital school students will feel a sense of belonging to a wider community, and they'll understand that the wider world community actually cares about them.
The Emirati Jordanian refugee camp for Syrian refugees was a part of the pilot phase launched 2 years ago with 60 students. Today, there are over 750 pupils enrolled.
It gave me a spirit of responsibility and initiative. Of course, our happiness is in the constant pursuit of the development and the search for all that is new and useful from the educational material that I use in the syllabus I was teaching. As for the students, it helps and strengthens them in studying in their transition from one stage to another. And there are certificates provided by the Digital School that are globally recognized, allowing students to qualify for universities and colleges in the future.
Access to education and development can be a life changer, and through this one-of-a-kind global initiative and its potential reach, the Digital School has given a huge sense of hope for the future to these children and their communities going forward.